I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
My name is Kyle Denny.
Where are you from, Kyle?
I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada, but I live in a community, a Mi'kmaq community named Eskasoni.
Beautiful. And you told me you have been 22 times in Medjugorje, right?
I have.
And when did you hear the first time about Medjugorje in your life?
From day one.
When
Yeah,
did you hear?
yeah. I heard that from my mother. My mother, it was probably on the news at the time, but I could remember back in 1981. I was 11 years old at the time, and my mother had approached me and said that Blessed Mother Mary was appearing to children here. And so, you know, I was in awe at the time, and
To hear that, no?
and you know, not too much afterwards, but probably back in 1989, my grandmother, she came here, and I heard some wonderful testimonies and stories of her pilgrimage back here, and so. There was a few other family members at the time that came here during that time, so Medjugorje was like we knew about it from a long time, I guess. But I guess in my own story, testimony, I've came here in 1998. And in 1997, I wanted to. I was watching these videos of Medjugorje, of Garbindal, Fatima, Lourdes, and so I had the desire to come here. And somebody in our parish had mentioned that Amy Bennett from Halifax takes pilgrims to Medjugorje. So I contacted her. I was just finishing university at the time too. Like I was just finishing school, and she came March of 1998. We were here for like 2 weeks, and so I was just completing my studies, and I had a wonderful experience back in 1998.
What was it? How did you feel coming here?
I was pretty excited. You know, at first when you first come here, you want to see the visionaries. You want to see, you know, at the time Father Yozo. When I went to go see him, and but everything else, you know, it's totally different here. It was wonderful to see, like, you know, having mass every day, climbing the mountains, the Apparition Hill, and so it was really like, I'll never forget my first pilgrimage. Even at the time I was in 1990, I remember Father Slavko very well, and you know, he was a wonderful priest. So in 1998 too, I was amazed because I was there in Shinakalo, and I was present at Mariana's apparition on her birthday, March 18. And so I mean, like, it's hard to explain my experience, but it was for sure very special, and it always gave me that desire to come back here. And so I've been back here 22 times, and but at the same time too, I have this desire, and I feel like helping other people to come, to make it easy for others. So I encouraged other people. I had my siblings, I had my best friends come, I had my wife, my children, and other community members that came here. And I'll give you one example. My close friend and my cousin, they work in a school, and they came here to Medjugorje, and you see the fruits of Medjugorje is because every morning in school, at work, they do their rosaries together, and it's a wonderful thing. So when you take people here, you see things like that, you know, and you see, you know, people getting involved in prayer meetings or in the church or things like that.
And you introduced that in the school, that you pray the rosary in Canada in the school, is that correct? Or that was here you saw that? The rosary prayer. When you said in school they pray the rosary.
Yeah, like before they start their work,
Yeah.
they just go and they pray the rosaries and for the community intentions for the students
That's in Canada.
in
you said.
Canada. Yeah,
Beautiful. Yeah.
and they've been doing it ever since, like maybe 10 years.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's about 10 years since they've come here. So you
It's
can
a fruit. It's a
yeah, you can see a beautiful
fruit.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. And tell me also about, you told me how you got in contact with the rosary prayer, and I think it's a beautiful story.
Oh,
And you were a
okay.
little child. That is
Yeah.
a nice one too. You have
Yeah.
to tell that people.
I gotta tell you that story, what I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I first read the book on Fatima, I had this I was really intrigued by that story, and so I felt like the Blessed Mother was talking to me directly too, and it just led me to trying to learn about the Rosary. And I remember my mother showing me this paper that had like a little, like it had dots and little holes on this paper, but on this paper would show you, you know, this part is the Our Father, Glory Be, and it'll tell you the 10 Hail Marys, but it would guide you on how to say the rosaries. So at the time, I was probably about 11 at the time, and I would say the rosaries all the time. And nobody knew about it. My mom didn't know about it, or my siblings didn't know about it. I just had the desire to pray the rosary. And, you know, years down the road, that kind of died down. Yeah.
But the circle closes.
That,
You're-
yeah,
you're
that was,
here now in Medjugorje.
yeah, that's the seed planted for sure. Yeah. But anyways, back in 1997 is where I went to see my grandmother, because she came here in Medjugorje, and I said I want to get deeper into my faith. I want to start praying again. And she went in her room and gave me the rosary beads that she got from Medjugorje. And so I was praying the rosaries daily, and I guess family members had noticed that. My aunt, her name is Melinda Young. She had given me, she was showing me videos on Medjugorje and other places, and so I had the desire to come here, and that's how I came here to Medjugorje. But I started coming like every year ever since. No, I think I came here 98. I came here 2001. I came back again 2004, and then again 2006. But it's been every year ever since. And there's sometimes I came twice a year. And in 2020, I even had a group. I was supposed to have a group for the youth festival, but because of the pandemic, we had to cancel. So I didn't come back until November, and I came again this March. But then again, my sister had wanted to come here, so I looked up, searching some flights, and I ended up bringing her here. And my cousin Walter.
I met the beautiful people.
Yeah, he said, "You guys are going to Medjugorje." He says, "I like to go too," and so he's here. So the three of us are here.
Beautiful.
So we've been here for a week.
You are fulfilling the call of Our Lady to bring other people, no, to show and spread.
Yeah. So it's not only that too, for our intentions too, because Walter was telling me and Cheryl was telling me that a lot of people from our community are asking for prayers. And I get that a lot too, you know, light up candles for others and stuff like that. So when you come here too, it's not just for you and your own intentions, but for others, you know, that you know, the prayers are needed everywhere.
And what would you tell people like who don't know about Medjugorje? Why should they come here, even non-Catholics? Why should they come here?
When it comes to Medjugorje, people always ask me why I go so often and stuff. I always describe it this way. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. Like, it's almost trying to explain how tasty my ice cream is. You're going to have to experience it yourself. So it's kind of really difficult to explain that. But there's so many different reasons why people should come to Medjugorje. But one of them is, you know, the Blessed Mother is here. She's been here since 1981, and she's trying to bring us, her children, closer to her son Jesus. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, it's not about her, it's about her you know, bringing us closer to the sacraments, church, prayer, praying the rosaries, fasting, reading the Bible, and you know, confessions. And you know, she says it all the time: pray, pray, pray. She emphasizes pray, but these are our you know, these things protect us, and it's something that we strive for. Everybody strives for peace, and these teachings that Our Lady have given us is you know, that
Get that peace. No?
and as you look around here, look at every pilgrim here, look at the local people here, you see a lot of peace, a lot of smiles and stuff like that. And so even if you're in pain or whatever, you're, like my sister was talking about her pain at the loss of her son, and she's come here just for that, and you know, also to offer prayers for her son, who has passed away 2 years ago. So, you know, a lot of these things, we come with heavy hearts, and Mary's here to guide us. And I think that's pretty much sums up why, you know, people come here, or why I come here, or why others should too. It's a wonderful place. But again, I can't explain it to you like this. You have to come here and experience it yourself, and you won't regret coming here. That's what I always tell people. You won't regret it when you come back. You might have these questions, why I'm here, but at the end of the pilgrimage, you're glad that you came. And that's how I could explain to people that came here before. And a lot of people want to come back again, especially the people that I bring here first time. I brought in 2001. I brought several of my friends and our chief, our chief from our community, and they've had a wonderful pilgrimage. And I was just talking to a few of them about a month ago, and they want to come back again next year as a 10-year anniversary. So they'll be wonderful to bring them back. But people are kind of scared of you know, traveling because of the pandemic or the war that's going on. But you know, look around, everybody's here from all over the world. So it's you know, Mary protects us, and everything's all right. It's safe to be here in Medjugorje.
Thank you for this beautiful interview.
Thank you.